Body George came from a slave lineage. Body George came from a slave lineage. We are not surprised with his utterances against Tinubu Yoruba group. Okay, reaction have continued to trail the threats made by Chief Body George, a chieftain of the People's Democratic Party (PDP), who said that he was ready to renounce his Nigerian citizenship if Bola Tinubu, national leader of the all-ruling Progressive Congress (APC), becomes president in 2023. Okay, George, a former governor of Ondo State, said that Tinubu is not fit to be the president of Nigeria, even as he added that any Nigerian who said that Tinubu is good to become the president should visit a psychiatric for examination. He also alleged that the resources of Lagos State were allegedly amassed and squandered by Tinubu during his 8 years tenure in office as the governor of Lagos State. The outburst from Chief George elicited strong reaction from different quarters from the Yorubas and some groups within the ruling All Progressive Congress (APC). So the chairman of Social-Cultural Organization Yoruba Welfare Group (YWG), Alhaji Abdulhakeem Adegoke Bode George, was jealous of the achievement of Tinubu in the western region of the country, adding that Tinubu was instrumental to development noticed in most of the states within the West. We all knew that for many years Tinubu did not collect allocation from the federal government when he was the governor, and the economic of Lagos did not crumble. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is someone the Yoruba can point to as a leader. I wonder why a Yoruba man could be plotting the downfall of his king's man, he said. Adegoke added that if George determines to renounce the citizen of Nigeria, as he had threatened, he is free to do so, as his action is nothing to Nigerian. He alleged that Bode George is not even a bona fide Nigerian, as he comes from a lineage of slaves brought into the country, adding that his great-grandfather was called George. Okay, he revealed that it was somewhere in Ijora area of Lagos State his generation who were slaves were being kept during the era of slave trade. Adegoke insisted that Bode George is amongst those who do not know their roots. Adegoke told BBC Yoruba that I think no matter what could happen, I could not come out to tell people that I would renounce any citizenship of this country, but for somebody who know what his forefathers were brought as slaves, it won't be hard for such a person to take a decision to leave the country. Mind you, we can point to where they were brought with padlock on their mouth. Oops, since he had been in politics, I cannot point to the good things he did to Yoruba land, Lagos, and the country at large. Bode George had once been a governor in Ondo State. What did he do? I think this is not time for the Sultanans to be fighting each other. This is bad market. I must say, this is bad market indeed, because it's not time for them to be fighting each other. If they're fighting each other, then how are they going to create the Oduduwa Republic they are fighting for? If they're fighting each other, this is really, really bad for them. It is time for them to be united. This is not time for them to be fighting, I must say. Okay? Well, let's go to the comment section here. People's take on this. Point of correction, but the George didn't come from a lineage of slaves, okay? They've started fighting each other. He comes from a noble family, and he is the grandson of Albert Macaulay of blessed memory and the great son of Bishop Ajayi Crowther, okay? Ijolode ni orin dun, okay? Secondly, Tinubu did not Western region. He was only the governor of Lagos State and developed to the best of his ability and not the Western region. Please don't twist stories, okay? Someone will answer you here better. What he means is that his disciples, whom he brought, developed the Western states, generally Tomo Koba Uwa Omwale Won Lekpe Olori Kori, okay? But Bode behaved like one. Okay. No matter what sledged armor is hitting on Baba Bode's head, na him use him mouth draw am. Yoruba said, Obe Okim. Oh, I can't say that well. Tinubu slave, keep quiet. Tinubu has stolen your state blind. The job he did does not commensurate with the money generated from the state, and federal allocation go to other states that get allocation from FG. You will marvel. Akwa Ibom State is a case of study. Beauty State, fantastic road network, infrastructure built by government. What did Tinubu do in Lagos State than embezzlement? Most roads built by his party government do not last up to 2 years. Body George does not have problems with Tinubu, but obviously stating the fact is Bola a Lagosian. Okay? Okay, oh. There is nothing concern me about Lagos State, but I answered the question posed on the platform as a bona fide Ondo State indigene. There is nothing that one can point as a remarkable thing which he did except organization of jamboree. Tell me another story. If Body George, Body George, you are doomed. I must say, it be like say you don't touch the lion's tail. Oh. Nobody is even going to say anything good about you since you said something about the Jagaban of Lagos. This Adegoke is one of the slaves who eats from the dusting of the bullion van chieftain. Body George is truly a slave. He squandered Ondo state resource when he was the governor holding Owambe parties every weekend. Who is Bode George after his failure in Ondo State? He has been kept in silence since his failure, but with the coming word up of any hate and wailing news on social media network, he has now the opportunity of hate of dwelling speeches. So let him continue with his hate and wailing speeches against Tinubu, and he will regret his life after Tinubu's victory comes 2023. Body George is claiming to be a Lagosian, but if it happened that he was a governor of Lagos State, I know Lagos State would have been bankrupt, okay? Because when he was Ondo State governor, he has nothing to show for it. Yorubas like the Igbos are hardly in putting their kingsmen for as they are ready tools in the hands of Hausa Fulani. Exactly what I'm saying. You guys do not need to come and fight yourselves now. What we really need right now is for you to be one in handy and not going about fighting each other. You are making roads for the Fulanis to come in between you. Now it is time for you to be one and fight for your state that you are fighting for. I must say, they are not making things easy for Igboho at all. That is what I'm going to say. Because if they had, they wouldn't be fighting each other in public and make way for the Fulanis to come in between them, I must say. Well, Body George, you really need to watch what you say and stop making Tinubu the black sheep of his mother. You really need to stop doing that, I must say. Even if Tinubu is what he is, let him be. Well, you can go to the comment section and share your take on this article. Thanks for listening. God bless you.